म्यूट रक्षा माता जी।
ओह सॉरी माता जी। ओहो, मैं तो बोल रही थी। सॉरी माता जी। त्यक्त्वा सुदुस्त्यज सुरेप्स
Very su, very su. Dirgha, rasva, take care. Sudustyajya.
सुदुस्त्यज, यस माता जी।
Ah, and
त्यक्त्वा सुदुस्त्यज सुरेप्सित राज्यलक्ष्मीं
one way, everything is wrong. When the moment Dirgha rasva goes, everything becomes wrong. The meaning changes. Sudustyajya. It is both are rasva, not dirgha. Practice and chant tomorrow. Somebody
ओके।
else's can do. Aruna do.
त्यक्त्वा सुदुस्त्यज सुरेप्सितराज्यलक्ष्मीं धर्मिष्ठ आर्यवचसा यदगादरण्यम् मायामृतं दयितयेप्सितमन्वधावत् वन्दे महापुरुषते चरणारविन्दम्।
It is not just chanting, understand all of you. We have to take care of Dirgha, Rasva. Everything has to be taken care. Not just I chant the words over. Sudustyajya, Surepsita, Rajya, Lakshmi. First, don't chant in this. First, read the words properly. Reading of the words is important. First, and then put it in the meter. Okay. So why Chaitanya Chaitamrita Mangala Charan is not done?
डन माता जी।
माता
No,
जी
it was,
हो गया माता जी, हो गया।
but today I think you did. Judge. Since you only did. Okay. Which was?
123 माता जी, चैप्टर 3।
Oh, okay. So Sarva Bhattacharya paid obeisances to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He understood such explanation. Because in 13 explanations, he has covered everything. Beyond 13 explanations, it can be only given by only Lord. No human can even attempt this. They cannot even understand also. So something which is very adbhuta. So he understood that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Lord himself. And Lord shows his six-handed form. And in the Avesha, he actually chastises Sarvabhattacharya, saying that, who are you to tell me why I should not take sannyas? Whether I take sannyas or not, what it matters to you? It is my wish whether I can take sannyas or not. And in this way, he was chastising. Then Bhattacharya could understand his mistake. He said, for your purpose and for you only I came. Because though you are a wonderful devotee, still you are in illusion. That is why I came to remove the illusion. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave many explanations and Bhattacharya paid obeisances. Then he started reciting few verses in glorification of Lord. Alanashtam bhakti yogam nijam yaha pradushkartum Krishna Chaitanya nama आविर्भूतस्तस्य पादारविन्दे गाधं गाधं लीयतां चित्तभृङ्गः. Let my consciousness, which is like a honeybee, take shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of God, who has just now appeared as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach the ancient system of devotional service to himself. This system had been almost the system had almost been lost due to the influence of time. So it is a biggest mercy which Lord has done unto us. He appears as a devotee to teach devotional service to himself only. That means to practice devotional service. And in this way, he is teaching us that ancient system of devotional service, where Harinam has been emphasized, Sankirtan has been emphasized. And the same system is adopted by the followers of Gaudiyas. Everybody sits together as association of devotees. Which temple actually does this? There are 4 sampradayas, but Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya has strictly followed the ancient way of devotional service, where emphasis is given on book reading, association, chanting, deity worship, and dhammas. Very strictly, this ABCD square is followed by the followers of Gaudiya Vaishnava, by the followers of Gaudiya Dhara. Kalavashi Bhakti Lukaya Dine Dine Punarbar Nija Bhakti Prakasha Karane Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nama Prabhu Avatara Tandrapada Padme Chittarahuka Amara. So what happened in the due course of time? The system was almost lost. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu sakale neha mata yoga nashta parantapa. Even Krishna says this to Arjuna. Why am I speaking this again? This transcendental knowledge again to you? Because sakale neha mata. In the course of time, the system was almost gone. So that is why this transcendental knowledge has to again be revived. The same way here, in the course of time, devotional service becomes lost. We see in the family also. In any family, the tradition almost slowly vanishes as and when the time passes. Mothers do, their mothers have done more, their mothers have done more. So traditions are also slowly decreasing. In our time, our Navratri means, oh, we used to, my mother, we used to dress that girls so beautifully. Every girl will look like a small Lakshmi. There will be Kunjalam, there will be Martal, there will be Kanhambaram. This is all the way to dress actually. There will be Pattu Pavadai, there will be nice payal, bangles. There will be, what you call that, in the earrings that down Jumka comes, what you call. Beautiful name. I don't know what is that. In Tamil you call. So all these dressings is then so beautifully.
Jimki Mati.
Jimki. Nice puttu. No lipstick and all. This lipstick, nail polish and all, they came afterwards. My mother used to dress so nicely. We all used to have pattu pavade and all. When Navaratri will come, when we'll go and sing Mahishasura Mardini, that shloka, and other all songs, Lakshmi song, Ashtalakshmi song. This was a tradition. Now tell me, which mother has time? That time even mothers also used to dress very nicely. Even nowadays, even dressing is also gone. Mothers wear pant and shirt. Children wear chaddis because mother has come to pant and children should wear something more smaller than that. Because grandmother is wearing chudidar now. So naturally, if the grandchild wears chudidar, then she becomes auntie. They call auntie, isn't it? So tradition is practically declining. In Srinathji, when I went last time, I was surprised to see grandmothers, great grandmothers. All 4 were coming: great grandmothers, mother, and grandchild. Grandchild in small childi, mother in that nowadays that now that little above the knees that pant comes, not knees, that down the up, what you call legging type, little up. So mother
It
was
is
in that.
capri type, Mataji.
You are wearing or what? No, na.
No, Mataji, but I know.
So there. And that grandmother, she was in pant, full pant. Because the grandmother, na, full pant. Great grandmother, chudidar. Now tell me, this is the way to enter the temple first? In Srinathji, one of the Dwarkadish is Srinathji. 5 Dwarakas we have. That 5 Dwarakas. Dwaraka means where Lord has opened the door to enter Vaikuntha. Are you going to enter like this to Vaikuntha with Chaddi Biddi and all? Then say how the culture is declining. As and when the time goes, the culture will decline. So that is why Lord appears as Sri Krishna Chaitanya to again manifest his own devotional service. May my mind remain attached to his lotus feet. Now again after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time also, this culture was slowly again declining. That is why again a soldier is born to take this parampara to the west and bring it from the west. Because at that time all foreign goods were valued. When Srila Prabhupada tried to preach the same in India, people were influenced by British way of life, English way of life. That is how this Betty, stupid Betty, and all came into existence. In Bharat, nobody used to take anything without brushing the teeth, without taking bath. This tea and coffee also was not there. All this system got adopted, especially in Bengal. People's culture was declining like anything. Was British rule on top of that Muslim rule. Everything was so much. So if you see original Bengalis, original with all culture, they are very wonderful. Their eating habits, everything is nice. But then afterwards, all following the Britishers, English way of life, even this degradation was there in the northern side more. It did not touch more south because still the even today also it is not so much uh, degraded, but still now it is on the verge now, starting to decline their culture. Everything degradation is happening. The dressing habit, this habit, because many foreigners they started visiting the way the foreigners dress. So like this, though they want to learn about our Indian culture, they're coming in a very absurd ways. That's why Srila Prabhupada, what he thought, let me go to the West first to improve them. And then when they come in a proper way, so our Indians who are deviated, they will also follow properly. So like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared to teach Nija Bhakti Yoga, his own bhakti. Shikshartham ekam purusha purana. Krupam buddhir yastam aham prapatya. So he has come to teach his own Nija Bhakti Yoga. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. He has come to teach us Vairagya Vidya. What is this Vidya? Vairagya. The Vidya which automatically gives Vairagya. You don't have to struggle more hard to have Vairagya. Jnanis struggle so much to get this Vairagya. But devotees, when they come in the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, automatically get Vairagya. Sometimes I see the devotees, how in every temple they just run. They want to hear about Lord. What is this? This is Vairagya only. No attachment to the materialistic life. This Sunday was Gudi Padwa. Generally, people like to make it in the house and all, but so many devotees were there in the temple. I was there in Mira Road actually. That is why I could not come. Second initiation interview was going on. But I came to know that many devotees came. Yes, this is Vairagya. Automatically, one wants to be attached to Krishna. What is the meaning of Vairagya? You don't have to take some Kamandalu and go to Himalayas and all. Vairagya means automatic distaste in the material life. That's why I was talking to Vijay Prabhu, Vijay Arva Madan Prabhu, a wonderful student, every day attends Chaitanya Bhagavat. He was telling Mataji, I'm just fed up of this materialistic life, going to office. I don't think, yes, well, if you don't have much liabilities, one should focus on higher things. That's why I was in the farm. Such a beautiful farm. Actually, it is Lakshmi. Whole farm is actually Lakshmi. Why it is neglected? Nowadays, why farms are neglected? Because everybody wants to take a higher post in the offices. Even the farmers, they want to join some company and work in the company. whole farm is actually a Lakshmi. Prabhupada says if one has a farm, if one has a cow, he's the richest person. I was yesterday talking to one of the brahmachari over there. I said, you all are so fortunate actually. Because he was telling, I want to go and get married. I said, oh, why you want to degrade yourself? I said, you are so fortunate you are here. At least you can sit under the sky. In Mumbai, to sit under the sky, if you go and sit outside your building, people will think that you are mad. You cannot even go and sit under the sky. This also requires a lot of sukruti. Leave aside devotion and all. Let us keep devotion side. But at least getting to sit under the sky and that too getting what a wonderful sun rays. This all requires bhagya. A lot of bhagya is required. People go to office whole time, practically for 10 hours, more than that. They sit in AC rooms. Then calcium is less, this is less, that is less, vitamin D is less. All type of rogas come. Why this diabetes and all is there? Just because sitting at home. So all these diseases are coming only because of the so-called modernization. Lomesh Prabhuji is Ayurvedic doctor. So you can unmute yourself and tell advantages of getting the sun rays to sitting under the sky. Though you're also not getting that bhagya, but at least you know the importance. I hear your voice. I think you should remove your earphone and then speak.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah. What are the advantages of sitting
Digestive
under
fire.
the sky? Yes.
So increase the digestive fire, stimulate
Hmm.
digestive fire.
And Chumur is also
Practice
there.
all the time.
Yeah. What are the advantages of taking
Sorry.
a river bath? So I was just thinking, what fortunate. Many of the villagers, they go and just take river bath. Jumur, unmute
Yes,
yourself.
yes, Mataji.
There is a lot of sun rays directly under the sky, na river. Yes. What are the advantages of taking bath in river and what is the disadvantages of taking our stupid bath in our bathrooms? Yeah.
Okay. So, like very briefly, I would explain. When we wake up in the morning, so in the childhood, they say that you should not hit just above the ear. Like, एक soft brain होता है ना? They say that there is a soft brain just below your this सहस्रार चक्र, पीछे का जो side है. So just above the ear, there is a gland called pineal gland. And our body is designed in such a way that when you wake up in the morning and your eyes sense the Brahma Muhurta, one hormone starts secreting from that pineal gland, which is called melatonin. Now, just near that part of brain, there is another gland called pituitary, just above that. So once the melatonin starts secreting, your hormonal system is very complex, but it is God has made in such a way that once you get the exposure of sunlight, when the melatonin starts secreting, another hormone starts secreting in your blood, which gives you the signal that now you need to wake up from that slumber and you need to be active. And at the same time, because of these two, this growth hormone starts secreting from the pituitary, which helps you in absorbing all this calcium and then growing of the bones. So when you have the exposure of early morning sunlight, all this system is in place. Now these days, what we are doing, our wake up time, sleeping time, everything is garbad. So all the hormonal systems, first of all, they start getting the damage from the childhood itself. And if you notice, the height of the children is decreasing day by day, the bones are not becoming strong. So one simple rule, that if you just spend some 10-15 minutes in the early morning sunlight, all these hormonal systems will be in place. And even to enhance that, our ancestors were so smart, they knew that if you just apply a little bit of oil, that absorption of vitamin D becomes more through the skin. So it is even nice if you can apply some oil onto the skin and then sit in the early morning sunlight. Now, river bath, So earlier rivers were very pure. Even now, some rivers are very pure. Like if you like just that Surya Nadi, it is very very clean because it is not in the vicinity of the city. So the water is very nice. So when you step into the water in the morning sunlight, because of that temperature, it is not usually very very cold. It is slightly on the warmer side. So vitamin D you are getting at the same time because of natural water. All these like fresh hormonal system is getting activated, and because it is natural reservoir water, you have good bacteria in the body. So yesterday only I was reading some article where they have found that from the mouth till your gut end, there's a lining of like different kinds of bacteria which protects your system. So now we are not exposed to sunlight, we are not exposed to even soil, ground, grass. So because of that, whatever like that supplements are not working. If you are deficient in vitamin B12 and vitamin D, you can take the tablet for a limited time, but it is not going to work. Why? Because you expose your skin to a lot of soap. There is no gobar exposure. There is no mitti exposure. So because of that, already your protective lining, which is naturally there, you don't need to work separately for it. It is already damaged because of so much of chemical usage. And just one interesting fact I would like to conclude. Yesterday we heard in the morning that Maharaj was telling that this year water is going to be very important element because waterborne infections are on rise. So yesterday we got a news that in a very misfortunate incident, somewhere near Czech Republic, this huge container of benzene was spilled in the ground and all the groundwater is contaminated. So nearly 50-60 cities need to be evacuated because that water is not at all drinkable now. So we need to be very very careful, and since we have all this knowledge, we have people like Lomesh Prabhuji, Gayatri Mataji telling us, so we should really follow these like small guidelines seriously, and that way we can keep our body healthy and then we can focus on our sadhana. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So nicely explained. Very important. We have to come to the nature, not just go to office, come back again. I was just planning. Once in a month, should go to Goshala. Once in a month, we'll make it a system. How to plan about Vaishnava, Prabhu, and all we decide, and how to take everybody to Goshala. Because it's very near for us, and we have fortune also that we have Goshala nearby. We can take advantage from morning. We can take advantage at least to some extent. We can come to the nature. In cities, this is not going to happen. Even if we try out also, some may have the terrace, okay, that much advantage they can take, like we have a terrace in Nagpur. But not that everybody is having terrace. Somebody has balcony, okay, little bit exposure is there. But to the fullest, like touching the mud, is always very much important because bhakti. Now you will say why this all has started, why we are speaking about all these things. We are speaking about all these things because we need to progress in devotion. And this can happen only when we start appreciating the things what Krishna has given to us. And that is how when we have our systems very nicely, then we can increase our devotional strength. We are not able to wake up early in the morning. Why? Because we are lacking that strength within us. And for that only Krishna has given mother cow. So that when a person comes near the nature, cow dung is completely natural, completely natural. When we come near to the nature, it is we who will progress. At least stop using dhoop, agarbatti. Stop that. Use dhoop. The best thing is use dantamanjal. Stop using your Colgate and all those things. Stop using soap. Use uptal. At least by this, we come, though we are staying in the cities, we come near the nature. This thing we can do. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared to teach bhakti. So more elaborate explanation about Nija Bhakti Yoga we'll do tomorrow. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितनं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। कृष्ण वृंद की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय।